An instruction we hear quite commonly is to become aware of awareness. It's quite the beautiful pointer if we actually connect and resonate with what it's pointing to. The idea behind it, broadly speaking, is that we tend to be preoccupied or exclusively focused on the content of our experience, meaning our perceptions, right? So, whatever we are hearing, seeing, feeling, we tend to focus on that. And furthermore, we tend to fixate on that to the extent that awareness itself seems to be hidden. And this pointer to become aware of awareness is supposed to lead us to the realization of what our true nature is, what we essentially are, and what it is that is hearing, seeing, and feeling. One amazing thing to notice, of course, is that without a doubt, you are experiencing something right now. Even if you are completely confused about what it is. I mean, all of this could be a dream, all of this could be some kind of simulation, but without a doubt, there is the experience of something. There is awareness, in other words. So, how can we actually recognize that, get in touch with that essential nature of us? Often, this instruction to become aware of awareness can be quite frustrating for people. And the reason for that is that we try to look for it as if it's some kind of object. But of course, it's not. Even using the word awareness can be a bit misleading in a sense, because it seems to suggest that awareness is something. But of course, it's not a thing, but it's also not nothing either. That is the amazing thing about it. Without a doubt, it's here, it's present, it's real, but it doesn't have an objective quality like the trees behind me, for example. So, if we believe that awareness is a kind of object, then the problem is that we are using attention, we are using the mind to find it, and that simply won't work. Attention is a great tool of awareness, so to say. From the perspective of the body mind, there can seem to be this coming into focus of an object of our experience. That's quite useful. That's often appropriate. That is just the functioning of the mind. But that functioning is not what is used when we want to become aware of awareness. We have to be open to the possibility that there is a different kind of knowing. And I mean a knowing by being. So awareness doesn't know itself in this usual duality of subject and object. It's rather the case that awareness knows itself spontaneously without some kind of subject and object relationship. It knows itself just through its own obviousness, through its own existence. Its being is synonymous with the knowing of itself. So, if awareness, so to say, wants to become aware of itself as it is, then the functioning of attention of the mind can rest for a bit. It's not like we have to get rid of it. It's quite normal that this functioning is present, and even in the midst of this recognition of awareness, it can still be present. Don't try to suppress it, or don't see it as a kind of mistake. Now, I don't want to just leave it at the level of description here. I actually want to walk you through a pointer which allows you to become aware of awareness. And just to give you a kind of short outline of how we are going to go about this, let me just explain you what the steps are broadly. So, first of all, I will give you a short instruction that allows you to relax the fixation, the functioning of the mind a bit. Then we will get in touch with this quality of awareness itself, the effortlessness, the present nature of it. And then we will use the ability of awareness to turn back and find itself. This is where frustrations often arise, because it's the case that for many people, they try to turn back and to look for awareness with the mind, with attention. But as I said earlier, attention can't find it. So this looking back and finding is not something that attention or the mind does. It is something that awareness does. It is the innate ability of awareness to do so. So this instruction to look back and to see through the apparent subject, that is not something the mind can do. But for awareness, that is possible. So if that instruction sounds paradoxical to you, don't worry about it. You don't have to understand it on that level, but you will find that awareness does have the ability, seemingly, to follow this instruction. So I will not be talking to you, the person. I will be talking to you, awareness. And you certainly will be able to follow these instructions. If you're in a room right now, you don't have to continue watching the video, but I would rather recommend that you just look out into the room. And likewise, if you're outside somewhere, just look out into the landscape you're seeing, or whatever it is that is in front of you. And just follow my words, follow these instructions, and keep a kind of relaxed and open attitude about it. So first of all, as you're looking out into the room, come to a bit of relaxation. Let go of any effort to get somewhere, to be somewhere, to do something, and just settle into this experience for a bit. Now, you have your eyes open, and without a doubt, you are seeing something. But instead of becoming aware of any particular object you're seeing, instead just relax your focus a bit and allow the periphery of what you're seeing to become obvious. Allow awareness to expand so that you are seeing the entirety of your visual field. With that move of awareness, there's already a bit of a relaxation, a letting go of fixation. Now, don't try to keep a kind of wide open focus or something like that. Instead, just rest naturally and allow the seeing of the visual field to be there spontaneously. And we can notice here that it's totally effortless to see. Just like you are effortlessly receiving the sound of my voice right now, so too you are effortlessly seeing right now. For the mind, it's a struggle to see something. For awareness, everything is here and present. Everything is being seen right here. No effort. And just rest as this. See from awareness instead of from the mind. Awareness is looking to the front, relatively speaking. But now, instead of letting awareness look to what's in front of you, allow awareness to look back and through the one who seems to be looking. What does awareness find there? when it's looking through the apparent subject. It's not nothing, but it's also not something. We can say it's present. We can say it's awake. Does it have a center, a subject to it? Does it have a boundary or even a dimension to it? If you feel like you have lost it somehow, just return to this experience of seeing what is in front of you. Get in touch with this effortlessness, seeing from awareness, and then allow awareness to look back through the apparent subject. And what do you find there? Well, there's just the awareness of awareness. And this awareness is not disconnected or distant. This awareness you find here is not separate from what you are seeing. It is totally intimate, interconnected. No distance there. Just this undefinable presence taking the shape and the form of a seeming world. And there you go. Aware of awareness. If any part of this remains unclear to you, don't hesitate to write in the comments or use the links in the description to get in touch with me directly. And I would love to help you along if you have any remaining doubts or struggles here. As always, just enjoy this realization, and I will see you right here next time.